In this short video, I'll be teaching how to take quote notes, which is a tool that I use for academic writing in how to cite evidence from different sources. And this goes to follow Common Core Literacy Standard for Writing, grades 9 through 10, 1A, which introduces precise claims, distinguishes the claims from alternate or opposing claims, creates an organization that establishes clear relationships among the claims, counterclaims, reasons, and evidence. And this is especially to provide evidence for our essays that we'll be writing. So let's do a quick introduction to how quote notes work. So my claim is that academic writing is a very important thing for our students to learn to do well. So now I need to search and find an article or two to support my claim. Here's an article I found from the writingcooperative.com called Academic Writing and Its Importance, 5 Things You Should Know About, and it has an author, Zoe Nixon, who we could learn more about if we wanted to. So, she says having the ability to write is a skill that has been taught. We take for granted that we write every day. This is just her introduction. You need to understand what it is. Academic writing is like an assignment, and each task comes with its own instructions. If you are able to adhere to instructions, have an academic tone when writing, and write high-quality content, you are an academic writer. Okay, so let's copy that. I kind of like it. Come over to my document, and I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to put quotation marks around it immediately, and then in parentheses, I'm going to go ahead and put the last name of the author right now, which was Nixon. This will help me when I'm making my MLA in text citations later. I'm going to take this URL right now as well, and I'm going to paste it, Control V. And the reason is, at some point, I'm going to need to make a works cited. And I just want to remind myself that this is the one from Nixon for right now. This is not MLA style yet. It will be later, but right now we just want to make sure we keep it with our notes. We can continue reading, see if there's another quote or two from here that will help us. Now, this Zoe, I can already tell, is not as, professional in tone. Academic writing kind of forces you to think in an analytical way. I don't know if that's the most academic and professional tone, but that's okay. She still has a good point. Okay. I didn't see anything that stuck out in number 1. People who are good at academic writing have the ability to create some kind of structure. I might use that. It's an okay quote, so we'll just copy it, paste it, and give Nixon some credit. Research skills are important to every person, and each academic writing piece will require you to have the skill. I like that one. Control C, copy it, Control V, paste it. And we have 3 quotes from her already. So now let's just see if we can find another article. academic literacy, the importance and impact of writing across the curriculum. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick glance at this and see if I can find some good quotes. Notice it's from the Journal of Scholarship of Teaching and Learning, Volume 10. So this looks like a very good source. Okay, it didn't take long for me to find a sentence I really liked in this article to use. Writing also encompasses creative inspiration, problem-solving, reflection, and revision that results in a completed manuscript. So I'm just going to Control-C, copy that, take it over here, Control-V, and remember we got to get our author's last name, and it is, oh, we've got 4 of them, so this one gets complicated. The first one listed, DeFazio. Maybe I'll just copy this and we will paste it here. DeFazio, oh, I lost the O, and Jones, and Tennant, and Hook, because they all get mentioned in the in-text citation. Okay, so we have them there. We want to make sure that we get our URL, Control-C and Control-V. There it is, and it's this one. If you only have 2 sources, it might not be that hard to tell them apart. And you may not need to keep track of them this way, but once you have a lot of sources, it gets a lot more complicated. Let's see what else we might have from this. How about this? The bottom line is that the majority of students do not possess the skills necessary to effectively communicate in a written format that will enable them to become successful upon graduation. I might use that. So Control-C, copy it, Control-V. This isn't going to be you guys though. You're going to be effective writers. Right? Right. And then go ahead and put that citation with it. Okay, I have a good list of quotes that I can use to support my writing. Now, I might have to go back later and add more if I find that I have holes and I would like more evidence to support in my essay, but for right now, this is a pretty good start. I might just change all of this to Times New Roman size 12 and unbold it. Format Painter, this part I missed. Okay, but I do have some good evidence here that I can, spread throughout my writing. So that is quote notes. These are my quote notes. And that's the first step that I take when I'm writing.